All right, with the board's permission, I'm going to get started here. Meeting of the Cannabis Control Board of City of Jersey City held Monday, February 29th at approximately 5 p.m. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, known as the Sunshine Bill, adequate notice this meeting was provided by mail and/or fax to the Jersey Journal. So it's my understanding that there are two members that need to be sworn in. If you could be so kind as to stand up, raise your right hand, and let's continue with the oath of office. I state your name.
Brittany Bunny.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
That I will uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
That I will uphold the Constitution of the United States and the State of New Jersey.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And to the governments established in the United States and in this state.
States and in this state.
Under the authority of the people.
Under the authority of the people.
And that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties.
And that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties.
Of the Cannabis Control Board of the City of Jersey City.
Of the Cannabis Control Board of the City of Jersey City.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Ron.
I understand we're going to triple your salary. Roll call, please.
Free. Free times three.
Chairperson Bunny.
Here.
Vice Chair Cantorero.
Here.
Commissioner Dublin.
Here.
Commissioner
Kaplowitz.
I'm sorry. I have it right here. So.
All right.
You must be my age, I guess.
Right.
That's what happens. All right, so this is...
I am here.
We didn't have a meeting in January, so very quickly we are going to have a reorganization meeting. So it's my understanding that at this point I would ask for nominations for chairperson. The floor is now open.
I nominate Brittany Bunny.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other nominations? Hearing none, seeing none, I'll close that and ask for a roll call.
Chairperson Bunny.
Yes.
Vice Chair Cantorero.
Aye.
Commissioner Kaplowitz.
Abstain.
Commissioner Dublin.
Aye.
And Commissioner Sloan is absent.
All right.
She
Motion
did say she's going to come later.
She's coming later. All right. Motion does carry. I'll hand the meeting over to the chair.
Okay, I make a motion to nominate Jose Cantorero as the vice chair.
I second.
Any other nominations? Nominations are closed. Roll call.
Chairperson Bunny.
Aye.
Vice Chair Cantorero.
Aye.
Commissioner Kaplowitz.
Aye.
Commissioner Sloan is absent, and Commissioner Dublin.
Aye.
Okay, and then I would like to make a motion to nominate Ron Mondello as the Cannabis Control Board attorney.
Second.
This is the part that always scares me. Roll call.
Where's my envelope?
Chairperson Bunny.
Aye.
Vice Chair Cantorero.
Aye.
Commissioner Kaplowitz.
Aye.
Commissioner Dublin.
Aye.
And Commissioner Sloan is absent.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay. The CCB and its duties. The Cannabis Control Board was created by the Jersey City Municipal Council. The CCB is a result of the council adopting an ordinance. We are not the planning board or the zoning board. Those boards were created by legislation. The Jersey City Planning Board or the Zoning Board will hear your application as to zoning and land use development issues. According to Jersey City Ordinance 22-003, the CCB will consider the following factors in its determination to approve or deny your application. 1, community impact and outreach input. 2, the number of cannabis establishments within close proximity, less than 1,000 feet to the applicant. Just because a cannabis establishment is less than 1,000 feet from your application is not necessarily a negative factor. Each application must be evaluated on the totality of factors and the surrounding neighborhood. 3, hiring practices employed by the applicant. 4, residency of all applicants and owners. 5, the applicant's commitment to diversity and inclusion best practices. And 6, safety and security plans. If the board approves the application, the board will issue a preliminary resolution of support. Once the applicant obtains state approval, the applicant must return to the CCB for final approval. The CCB shall provide final written approval or rejection within 60 days. An applicant could obtain preliminary approval from the CCB, obtain state approval, but be denied final CCB approval. According to Jersey City Ordinance 21-053, the CCB will ensure compliance with local rules and regulations governing cannabis. The City of Jersey City encourages and promotes participation of minorities, women, and disabled veteran-owned cannabis businesses, and by extension, so shall the CCB. The CCB shall require a Class 5 cannabis retail business applicant to address concerns about the proximity of a proposed location to a substance abuse treatment center or daycare center.
All right, with the board's permission, I'd like to call CCB 22-28 Golden Door Dispensary. This applicant is before the board on what would be considered a final resolution of approval. Please step up. Why don't you have a seat?
There you go. Sonia, did you sign yours? No. Sorry.
Who's going to be testifying this evening? Okay, you can have a seat. Yeah. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. All right. Please state your name, spell your last name, and give us your address.
Business address or home address?
Business is fine. Thank you.
Brett D'Alessandro, D'Alessandro, 638 Newark Ave, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07306.
All right, welcome back. It has been a long, strange trip, 2022, correct?
It has.
All right, so have you been able to successfully convert to an annual license?
We have.
And you have gotten all of the permits from the city? There aren't any indications of any problems or issues?
No.
Any of the board members have any questions for this applicant?
I do not have any questions and would make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Chairperson Bunny,
Aye.
Vice Chair Cantorero,
Aye.
Commissioner Kaplowitz,
Aye, congratulations.
Commissioner Dublin,
Aye.
and Commissioner Sloan is absent.
Well, congratulations,
Yes.
best of luck.
Congratulations.
That was the easiest process I've ever had to go through.
Unlike the first one.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We're very, very excited to open up. So thank you
Good
very
luck,
much for
you
your
guys.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, if I may, with the board's permission, a second application is CCB 23-70, the Grass House Company.
You want to get rid of the Marist?
I believe that one of the attorneys is double hitting.
Oh, well, that's it. Is there an attorney here for CCB 23-77 Marist?
Yeah, he's got double duty this
Oh,
evening,
okay,
right?
but they're adjourning?
Yes. he's
So
gonna
do
be
you want to
asked-
just adjourn first? They can sit there while you're doing it, just.
This is the good cause. All right, so please state your name for the record, and we'll indicate that you are addressing CCB 23-77 Marist, New Jersey at 4 Jordan Ave, and there has been several adjournments for good cause, and the board would like to simply understand at this point what that good cause is.
There we go. My apologies for also running in a little late.
All right.
Oh, you're fine.
I hate when that happens. Long story short, the client who I just kind of picked up, I'm pinch hitting for today, they're not from Jersey City. They're trying to figure out how to best serve this city. They had been involved with a couple different organizations from the onset. They got the vibe they weren't exactly going to be the most beneficial to what they were trying to accomplish here. They ended up getting or retaining Porzio Compliance Services to help them navigate some of that back in January. Okay. Since then, we've met with one of the local council persons who's been able to better direct us as to who we should be meeting with. As of today, we are set to have an MOU. Actually, no, we got the MOU with Hudson County Community College. That had to go before their board, so that took some time. That happened about a week ago. And then this Wednesday, we're set to finalize another MOU with the local organization. So
that certainly sounds like good cause to me. I don't know if any of the members disagree with me, but having said that, is anyone going to entertain a motion to carry this application?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, that application will indeed be carried to the next meeting, which is, Maynard, I know you're looking over as I am,
March 25th.
March 25th. All right. So
Just one statement. Make sure that they're not adjourning the next time.
if that happens, just
Well, if they need to adjourn, just try to let us know 2 weeks before the meeting so that we can put someone else on the agenda.
Understood, and thank you.
Okay.
All right, you're definitely taking off.
Yeah, well,
All right.
I'm recused from Grass House anyway,
Okay,
so.
gotcha.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
All right, let the record reflect that the chairperson is indeed leaving the
Jose
dais.
is now the chair.
I'm also recusing myself from this application,
Oh,
so I'm going to step off.
All right.
yeah, so we have a problem.
No, as long as there is a, no, we're
We're
okay.
fine?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They will need 2 votes.
Okay, and even if, can Sonia leave then too? Or do we need her as well? She has to go too, so.
You have to go too, huh?
Well, so,
Well, it's all up to you,
Oh,
Jeff.
wait, no, she'll stay for this one, but
Ah.
after that, is she okay to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's switch hats now. Jeff is easygoing, so yeah. Anyway, in any event, we are now switching hats and we're moving back to CCB 23-70 Grass House Company at 523 Tunnelly Avenue. It's my understanding that this was adjourned so that you could simply speak to whatever resident groups may exist, though I know you indicated to me that it's very difficult to even find a resident group on Tunnelly Avenue. I'm not from here, I don't live here, so,
the only resident group on Tunnelly Avenue is the homeless.
okay.
That's it.
All right. With that, go ahead. What do we have? Yeah. What would you like to tell the board?
You don't want to hear from me.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that you were previously sworn, but let's do it again. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Please state your name, spell your last name, and give us the address of the location.
Michael Price, Price. Michael Price, Price, and the establishment is located at 523 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, 07307.
What do you want to tell the board, Mr. Price, about your efforts to discuss this with groups along Tunnelly Avenue?
Well, I have been very active in the community and running around, and I have some witnesses here that can probably attest to my hard work and reaching the people of the community, such as going to neighborhood association meetings and different things. And
Let's cut to the chase. Is there anybody here that represents an association? More than
Patrick-
2 people? Okay.
Patrick does.
All right. Patrick, would you step up? You want me to do this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Patrick. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Do I need a mic?
You do. Yeah. Just turn it on.
Hello, hello.
There you go. Please state your name, spell your last name, give us your address.
Sure. Patrick Ambrosi, Ambrosi, 329 New York Avenue, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07307.
What, if anything, would you like to tell us about this applicant?
Sure. So I was here a couple of months ago. I think it may have been October or even November.
Who do you represent?
So I'm the president of the Leonard Gordon Park Conservancy, which is a park group up in the Heights on Manhattan and Kennedy Avenue. It's currently going through a major renovation, as well as the Western Slope Neighborhood Association, which is kind of from Kennedy up to Tunnelly Avenue. And Jeff is correct. There are no residents on Tunnelly Avenue, but you know, the way that I look at Grass House and their location and any location on Tunnelly Avenue is that the Western Slope community is the community that's mainly going to be impacted by the businesses there, and also could very well be clients as well. Michael and I have spoken. He's attended community meetings with the Western Slope Neighborhood Association. Is going to help out at Leonard Gordon Park, and he's even attended AARP meetings, which are actually pretty exciting meetings. I think they're one of the most fun out of all in Jersey City. But attended our Christmas events, and so I think going forward, we have a plan that's going to allow to make sure that he's still involved within the community, whether it's the park group, whether it's with senior citizens, or whether it's neighborhood groups. In the Western Slope, there's not that many groups, and so you're touching all three, as well as St. John's, which does a food pantry and whatnot. So, I think Mike has kind of been through this process for some time now, and I have also been with him on that. We've given food to senior population. We've had pumpkin patch events, which him and his mom helped donate candy. So I'm very confident that Mike is going to be an amazing partner for the Heights community and for the organizations within the Western Slope.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your testimony. Any questions from the board members? Hearing none, seeing none. Anyone else that represents an organization in the audience, represents an organization in the ordinance? Do you need to hear anything else?
No, the only requirement that we had was that he'd meet with at least a neighborhood association, and this is right up the block.
All right, so back to us, a motion either for or against the applicant?
I make a motion to accept, CCB 23-70, Grass House Company at 523 Tonley Avenue.
Is there a second?
Sure. Second.
Roll call.
Vice Chair Cantorero,
No, he couldn't.
Recused?
Recused,
Commissioner Kaplowitz,
yes.
Commissioner Dublin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you.
With the board's permission, I will now call CCB. Do you have to leave?
Jose's coming back in now.
Yes. Okay. With the board's permission, I'd like to call CCB 23-76 Warrior Weed. And please be so kind as to take any communications, conversations outside. We are still conducting a meeting.
Then you have to go. Have a nice night.
Hello.
All right. Welcome, Counselor. Please enter your appearance into the record. Nice to see you again. Sorry. Let the record reflect that Commissioner Sonia had to leave as well. All right. Go ahead.
Dublin's last name.
Dublin. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those nights. Huh?
No, tell me about it.
Now, try again. Now it is.
All right. Duncan Delano from Emerge Law Group on behalf of Warrior Weed LLC. And I'll introduce Jamie Moran, the principal, and she can be sworn in here.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can put your hand down. Please state your name, spell your last name, give us your address.
Jamie Moran. It's the last name is Moran, Moran. Address 415 Monmouth Street, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07302.
Right. So my understanding from the last meeting is that you simply needed to meet with some neighborhood groups and a school, or is it a school or university? School, right?
It was a school.
Yeah, it was the Brunswick School. We were
Brunswick
directed
School.
to reach out to them.
Okay. So
Otherwise, they had all the testimony at the last meeting.
what's the status of that then?
We reached out to the Brunswick School. They didn't call us back. We explained who we were. They didn't call us back. I then reached out to Eric from the Village Neighborhood Association, and he explained to me that we're not really, we don't need to worry about the New Brunswick School. We're like within.
It's actually 1,500 feet away from our site, and so we were actually a little confused at the request the last time after looking at it again, because it is so far away from the site. But yeah, it's about, on Google Maps, 1,584 feet from our site.
Yeah.
But we did,
I did reach out to, I think the woman's name was Joanne, that was supposed to call me back, and she never did. I explained who I was. And the woman on the phone asked me, where was your location? I explained it to her, and she was like, oh, okay. And then she said that the woman would call me back, and then she never called me back. And then I reached out to Eric, of the neighborhood association, and we were speaking about the dispensaries in the area, and he said that she probably didn't call you back because you're not within the vicinity that they should be worried about. So.
Okay. Anything from the board members?
No, just public comment.
Yeah, I forgot the last one. Thank you. I'm going to open it up for public comment. Anybody wants to comment either for or against the application?
I have one of my clients here.
I'm sorry?
I have one of my clients here, Irene Barnaby. She's actually the vice president of the Village Association.
Oh, okay. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name, spell your last name, give us your address.
Irene Barnaby.
It's not on.
Hello?
Nope.
I don't think it's still on.
It's on. It's on.
Is that me? Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
It's got to be a little closer, that's all.
You got it. Irene Barnaby. The last name is Barnaby, and I live at 206 5th Street in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Want to tell us about this application?
So I've been a client of Jamie Moran for about 4 years. I use her other business, Urban Dog, and she has been an outstanding character. I can vouch for her character. She's been a very responsible business owner, and I think she'll be a great lead and a great neighborhood addition.
All right, thank you very much. Anyone else from the public? Hearing none, seeing none, we'll close that public portion. Anything you want to say, sir?
No, I think that covers it, but happy to answer any questions.
I think the board members are good. So either a motion for or against the application?
I'll make a motion for approval of this application.
I second.
Roll call.
Vice Chair Cantorero.
Aye.
Commissioner Kaplowitz.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That was quick.
All right. The next one is Maris, which was carried, correct? So finally.
That's adjourned, right? Yep.
It was carried, yep. The next one will be CCB 24-78, Blue Lagoon Farms. I do believe that I spoke to your counselor, and she said she was coming at 6. I told her the meeting was at 5, but I did indicate to her there were several applications ahead of her, and that indeed, she might be safe if she showed up at 6 o'clock, but I'm wrong. So why don't you come on up here? And even though you do have an attorney, I think the board members that are here are very, very interested in your business. So why don't you have a seat? And I'm going to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please, you can put your hand down. Please state your name, spell your last name, and give us your address.
My name is Eli Terry, last name Terry.
And what's your address?
77 Forest Ave, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07304.
So, Mr. Terry, do you have any objection to going forward without your attorney? I can tell you that I believe that the board is very excited to finally get a second cultivator in Jersey City, but would you like to...
I have some questions, though.
I'm sorry?
I still have some
questions.
questions.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
But the question I asked is, do you want to go forward without your attorney, or...
Could we wait a second?
Yeah.
She said she would be here in 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought she was coming at 6.
No, I just
I
called her.
was going to just advise you the same. I think you should wait for your attorney.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So we'll take a
few minute break.
5-minute break, Mr.
Right.
Chairman. All right. Okay, we are back on the record. And Counselor, please enter your appearance into the record.
Yes, good evening. My name is Cheryl Murray Pell, Esquire.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
We took the liberty of swearing your client in already. And
Fantastic.
He had said you were 5 minutes out, so the board decided to just take a quick adjournment. So the floor is yours here. What would you like to tell the board, or is there testimony? I did swear him in already.
Yes, thank you for accommodating my tardiness, just picking up my son from school. I appreciate it. I'm going to let Eli kind of share with you his vision and his plans for contributing to the community. He has a huge focus on community reinvestment, as he is a Jersey City resident, as am I. So I'll let you go first, and then I'll go ahead and follow up.
Mr. Terry, you remain sworn. What would you like to tell the board?
Hey, board, how you doing? My name is Eli Terry. I'm a legacy cultivator. I'm an MBE applicant. I'm a social equity applicant as well. I was born and raised in Jersey City. I went to school here. Grew up here for my whole life. I began in the legacy market, understanding how everything was going to go and cannabis, just dibbling and dabbling. Then I began to reach out to, I want to say in 2018, 2017, I began to reach out to certain councilmen, lawyers, realtors, to just get a little background. This was around the time of the medical license, so I even wanted to get in on that. I was up in Connecticut, and I was just trying to figure out how everything was gonna go. I began hearing realtors saying, "Yeah, no, don't deal with it. It's crazy." But over time, I just started to realize what I gained from those conversations were that first we needed to establish a brand to the CRC so they wouldn't understand us and get some type of touching or involvement with the plant. So we began soon growing and developing a brand in the legacy market. Along that time, we was figuring out what the plants like, what they don't like, what strands people like, what strands people don't like, and how to promote vigor through VPD and all of these other aspects of growing quality cannabis. You can see from the application, we had tons of people who were just kind of astounded, like, you grew this? This is all white ash, is fluffy, is different than what you're averagely seeing, and even in dispensaries. So
that stuff's been sitting on the shelf for a year.
Yeah. So and we plan to
Plus,
get
it's
everything in
extremely
and
low
out.
in THC.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't match anything on the West Coast
At all.
Speaking from experience.
And as we begin to grow, we built relationships in California with breeders and establishing that brand, getting certain clones, and just getting a brand vision not only in New Jersey with the consumers that we had in the legacy market, but also through Colorado, Las Vegas, where there's a lot of breeders and stuff like that. Began running gear and really truly understanding what it takes to get quality cannabis, and like pushing the pedal to the metal. Not sleeping about it. There's a lot of sleepless days, and then we further on, we just keep going. We start working with cannabis activists, understanding the market, working with active businesses that were already in a medical cannabis scene, kind of getting a direction of where we should go. So then we just kind of understood that we need to be as frugal as possible in this time, because there's a lot of predators and stuff like that go along in this business. So we decided to write our own application, kind of eliminate those costs, and just build off of there, and just gain relationships here on and here out with all the people in New Jersey, and then more. Then during this application process, right before we began working with like Leo Bridgewater or Jessica Gonzalez to further on and help social equity be implemented in New Jersey. So we helped vote S21, A21, and push that forward to councilmen to make sure that social equity would be included. So I remember when Trenton passed it, so it was like great that we was able to be a part of that and gain and really develop the relationships with the people we needed to.
Well, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Then we were able to gain all of that information and put it all on paper with the application, and then we were awarded a license in 2022.
A conditional license.
Conditional license. And through the ups and downs of that, what you may have seen with tons of applicants with property, they get property, they lose property. And so we were in that kind of ordeal. We had a property initially locked in. The management changed within the company of the person we were leasing to. Their whole vision changed. So we began searching and keep pursuing and pushing forward, and we got another property locked in. We got the zoning cleared, we got the JCRA cleared, and we're just looking to get municipal approval cleared as well. And then as far as community impact, we are the community. We are from here. You know, we kind of embody that, being the culture, being legacy, being the foot soldiers that's touching the people, that understand what the people want from this industry, and they not like getting it as much, because it's a very strenuous process. It's not for the faint of heart. So everybody wants to get in. So we just been like just pushing forward as much as possible. So internally, what we plan to do with starting first within our company, being a catalyst of this community impact, is we're going to do dollar for dollar donation matches with our employees. So if you want to donate to any nonprofit, you want to donate to any charities, we will more than certainly match those donations within the company. Start inside first, and then we can bridge that gap outside of the company. Then we're going to do an expungement clinic. We're always going to help people who are convicted of marijuana expunge their license. Once the profits get going, we'd be having enough revenue to help people get expunged out of all of the stuff they get, so that they could be able to prosper in life. You know, certain things may hold you back. And then the last thing we want to do as far as a program is just community engagement and education on a plant. So first we want to just show the consumers awareness and then show the community awareness of the beneficials of cannabis. There's a lot of negative stigmas on cannabis, so we want to show the community that there's a lot more positives than it is negatives. Holistic health, a lot of things that can help with. And then as far as the consumers, showing them what quality cannabis is and what you're paying for, understanding what this strain is, and not just made up names or not. Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And then lastly, we're going to be donating to the Walker Foundation. I went to his programs as a kid, born and raised here. He helped a lot of kids stay focused with sports and try to make it out of the city. So I would definitely just donate to them. He just opened up a trade school, so we're going to help donate to that as well. And just be an impact into the community. We've been going to Ward F meetings with the Councilman Gilmore, understanding their vision, and they're not technically on cannabis at this moment, but we're working with them because we understand the constraints on how everybody is going about this ordeal. So yeah, we're just gonna be working with them. And lastly, we scheduled a meeting with the June Jones and the Canal Crossing to introduce ourselves to the community and let everybody know firsthand who we are, what we represent. We tried to get in a meeting this month, but it kind of pushed away. We went to the meeting in January to understand what the community wants and needs, what was going on. A lot of parking issues. People had stop signs, the speed bumps they may want it. So we want to help contribute to that as well. We don't have it all in percents, but we want to contribute to that and just help out the community. We're going to be on 77 Forest, and this is where a lot of these people live. Not necessarily we have these residents, but this is where they live. So you want to accommodate them in the best way we could.
How many employees are you going to have?
We're going to have
starting up.
Starting up, we're going to have 1 to 9 employees. We're going to have 3 full-time employees, and everybody else is going to be part-time, just coming in for hours.
Your business plan was probably the most detailed and honest business plan that I've seen here since,
Thank you.
Hearing
Appreciate
all the
it.
applications. Seriously, you really did your homework. Talk to me about your growing. Are you just going to do flower, or are you going to do edibles or oils?
So once we finish processing this cultivation license, we will look into doing a manufacturing license as well, because they work in sync with each other, and we have enough room in the building, 7,200 square feet in total. So we have more than enough room to kind of put a room dedicated to edibles, pre-rolls, and expand our market. Yeah.
Hopefully you'll have your potency a lot more in line with the West Coast.
Yeah, we plan to give everybody an experience when you try our product. The quality is a whole experience, an entourage. It's not just, I'm just here to get high. You're going to be creative. You're going to be wanting more. You're going to want to be involved. And we're going to do pop-ups as well with dispensaries, informing customers, branding, showing them just about how we are foot on the floor with the consumers, so they actually know who's growing this, where it's coming from, and it's coming actually from your city. So
talk a little bit about your legacy growing and experimenting and creating these strains.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff out there is BS. I mean, they come up with names that have
Yeah.
no relationship to anything.
Yeah, so we work firsthand with the breeders, getting seeds. Everything is quality. We're not just running some seeds that my uncle gave me and said, yeah, this was the best back in the day. No, we
Turn out to be male.
Yeah, and pollinate the whole room. So now we're working directly with breeders, getting the best of the best, and we actually work firsthand with a lot of people in the legacy market to understand what they actually want, and not just what we want, because there's certain strains that they want that I might not like, but they might love. So you want to have that balance and, just variety for them.
Right. Interesting. I will say, though, going out on the West Coast, far cheaper than out here.
Yes, that's the Mecca. So it's a lot of people that go back there, and
Would you see that happening here at some point in the future, and how would how would you deal with that?
So basically, in my vision, I would think that the East Coast is going to be for us, by us. So it's going to be a lot of West Coast brands that's going to try to come and flood the market, but the consumers are going to come based on the people that they have seen in the cannabis market for years and the people that they came up listening to, whether the culture, the music, and all of that sort of thing, rather than it's just the culture. This is the East Coast. This is how we're going to do cannabis. So it's definitely going to be for us, by us. I would say that. Do I think the price is going to go up and down? Yes, it's the cannabis market. If you don't know, prices go really up and then it can go really down. So yeah, it's a pricey market, but with us quality, we kind of looking for a high priced. But we're going to start off low, but just to show people the exclusivity with certain strands may be a lot more than this strand, but we're going to have all consumers from all ranks of high quality cannabis. And we're going to do deals and stuff like that as well, just to welcome in the people and start to have this cannabis of Blue Lagoon Farms.
Do you mind if I chime in a little bit
Oh,
as
absolutely.
well? I have some responses as well. I love Eli's responses. So I'll just introduce you to myself. I'm a cannabis agricultural dietary supplement trade and psychedelics attorney. Oh, cool. I've been practicing cannabis law for 8 years, and I've legalized in 10 states. Born in New York, but most of my cannabis career I was in
We
Florida.
won't hold that against you.
Yeah, but don't hold it against I live in Jersey City now, and Eli's one of the reasons why I moved to Jersey City is his love of Jersey City and him showing me, a few places along the way and the redevelopment. But I did want to say with regards to Eli's plan, his focus is around, one, a safe and quality product. And he expressed that he understands the plant. He understands its plant medicine. Even though we're in an adult use market, we don't use the medical term, but he understands the plant to the level that it has different reactions from different people. It impacts people in a different way. And he wants to have that variety, which stems from the biodiversity that he's going to have in his cultivation facility. He's been pheno hunting for Jersey for years. It is no accident. When you look at the product mix that he has carefully curated for his community, it's based on years and years of research and understanding the plant and growing and making what people might call mistakes, but really hunting for that perfection in a product mix, which he has now and he's happy to bring to market in the legal market. He has proactively pursued mentors in the space, including myself. I came to meet him through another group that was mentoring him. They were on the legal side of things, so he was trying to make his transition very early in preparation for this moment. So a quality, safe product, also a focus on security. His location is phenomenal with regards to being able to safeguard the product, minimize diversion risk, and that is how he went about the process of selecting a product, a location for him to cultivate in. When it comes to compliance, he's committed to all of the CRC regulations as well as the regulations of Jersey City. He has studied them. He has proactively, through my introduction, reached out to ProCanna, which is a compliance software that is well known, and they have SOPs developed, and we actually negotiated through the Justice Foundation. It's a nonprofit that I run. I was their former COO. Now I'm on the board. We work with legacy operators, transitioning legacy to legal. So we work.
Counselor, this stuff is very interesting, but
yes.
you are testifying.
My apologies. So
No,
I'll go back.
Yeah, he was doing fantastic, and so were you.
Yes.
But most of what you're saying is testimony, which we don't typically take from attorneys. But in any event,
so I just wanted to highlight a few points, and I'll be brief. I wanted to talk about the quality, safe product, which I think is important.
Let him do that.
Okay.
Tell us about the quality, safe product.
Before you go there, growing-wise, are you going to do traditional dirt or hydroponics or a combination?
So we're going to do hydroponics to start. We all been doing reverse DWC for years. The actual systems that I started with, I actually built them out with being a cultivator. You kind of got to be the jack of all trades. So I had to get the plumbing right. I had to get the air pressures and the buckets right. I had to get the lights, and you got to kind of just be frugal with your money when you're cultivating, because you have to take risk with lights, but you might have to build out your system. So
The number one thing that gets stolen,
yeah,
lights.
lights,
They're
yeah,
not
very
interested in
expensive.
your weed, they want your lights.
Yeah, it's still all your equipment. So we're going to be using current culture systems. They're very advanced deep water culture systems. So we're going to graduate from our do-it-yourself systems to actual company current cultures, and we're going to use our formulas with the nutrients and everything, and what we use best to get the best product. So
Big hit on the nutrients. I saw how much you're spending a month.
and and you use less nutrients when you're using RDWC, because the plants are actually in the water, so we're able to bring the ppms really high and really low, and because it's all water. So yeah.
Any other questions from board members?
I do. I actually just want to make sure the safety and security plan was approved by JCPD. Not yet.
Well, I know that
We can do an approval based upon.
I was
We could
going
do
to
a
say
conditional approval
we
if
can
that-
do that.
if the
The
board
board-
wishes to
we
do that.
haven't done that as a practice. It's been adjourned, but I think in this instance, given the fact that demand is through the roof and supply is way down below our feet, we'd like, if the board is
As
so
long as,
inclined to.
the other board member that's here is
Good.
in agreement with a conditional approval
I think-
based on the safety and security plan being approved by JCPD, I would move forward.
I think we're in a different ballgame when it comes to cultivation. And there's a lot of lead time for the
18
equipment,
months.
right, and then growing and, everything else. And I also think that his application, I mean, it was the most realistic in regards to, what it's going to mean to get it started and move forward. So I have no problem dealing with a conditional approval based upon the police department.
Any questions for this applicant? Any questions for this applicant?
No,
No, you're done?
What part of Jersey City did you grow in?
I grew up on the Hill, Eastern Parkway, Wade Street, Armstrong. All my family lived in all of those areas. Kerry Woods as well too. So.
All right, I'll open it up
I'm
to
a
the
Jersey
public.
City person.
Anybody
Okay.
want
Snyder
to
High
say
School.
anything?
All
either
right,
for
yes,
or
my mother
against the,
graduated from.
the application. All right. Welcome. Please grab the mic, and then I'm going to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name, spell your last name, give us your address.
My name is Robin, middle initial T, last name Munn, M-U-N-N. My address is 24 Wade Street here in Jersey City. I have lived here all my life.
What would you like to tell the board?
I would like to tell the board, this is my nephew Eli. He comes from a long line of business owners. I've been in business 25 years. I have a flower shop right here in Jersey City. We always try to take care of the community. His mother's in business, his brother. So we always, my nephew at Christmas time gives out toys and stuff. We always try to stay in our community and work for my community. And listening to my nephew here today, I am so proud of his proposal and what he's doing, and I got a better understanding on tonight. So he would be, he's a grower, so he would be the best in the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone
Thank
else
you.
from the community? All right. The short guy. All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, so help me
All
God. I'm
right.
the tall guy.
Yep,
All right.
for the record,
Jerry
please.
Walker, 373 Communipore Avenue.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Walker.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just here on behalf of Eli. I just, when he, Eli, he's also a St. Anthony's Friar, so we're going to put that on the record too. He played football at St. Anthony's. He was on that great team that almost won the whole thing. But besides that, when he first came to me with this idea, I knew it was like a risky idea, so I was drilling him myself, like asking him questions, etc. And he knew everything.
He does.
He knew everything. Yeah. So I was very shocked and pleased that he did know it to the point where, because it's risky business, the cultivation. I mean, you could get one little micro bug and your whole crop is gone. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely a big risk. With big risks do come with big rewards. So we in full support of Eli and whatever he needs from me, from my perspective, that I'm gonna be helping during the way. And I actually have a vocational school like right around the corner from his facility. So we're gonna make sure his security and everything. We're gonna have eyes on the neighborhood eyes. You know how that go, the neighborhood eyes. So we in full support of him. And I encourage the board to definitely take this in consideration because he's a good guy and he deserves it.
and he can come to your school and start teaching folks how to grow.
That's right.
Because they make a lot of money.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do. They do. That's the truth. That's the truth.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah. Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Please state your name, spell your last name, give us your address.
My name is Anthony Brown. I'm at 281 Chapel Avenue, Jersey City, New Jersey.
What would you like to tell the board, Anthony?
I would like to tell, I'm an educator, and Eli was once my student. So to see what he is doing and just how knowledgeable he was of this business, he was just that knowledgeable in school. And I'm not even shocked of how he has all this stuff. And I fully support him in any way. I'm also the educational director for Master P and Snoop Dogg. I'm right here in Jersey City. I work with them hands in hands, and I definitely know him going forward, if you would have him, they would definitely back him 100%.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Hearing none, seeing none, we'll close that public portion. And now, Counselor, forgive me. Now you can tell us anything you want. If you want to sum
thank
up.
you. Listen, pardon my enthusiasm. You know, sometimes you get a client that is very much one in a million with their commitment to excellence, and Eli happens to be that client. I wanted to make sure that, you know, we demonstrated those things that I knew would be important to the city, which would be important to me as a resident, and that is the safe and quality product, that is the compliance, that is having a good security plan, so we reduce harm to property and harm to individuals, community impact, which should be his middle name, because he's always looking at how he can impact his community and how he can inspire others to follow in his example. And then finally, community reinvestment and making sure that these cannabis funds flow directly into the community. So those were my 5 points that I wanted to kind of highlight from his testimony. And again, with my reference to the ProCanna software, it's really not everyone knows that there's software to help you be compliant and they automate the SOPs and things for you. So I just wanted to let you know that he's already ahead of the curve because he's proactively looked for these tools, recognizing what the challenges are of transitioning.
Thank you for that.
You're so welcome.
Back to the board for discussion.
I just want to move on with a motion.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'd like to make a motion to approve CCB 24-78 Glue Lagoon Farms at 77 Forest Street.
I'll second.
All right. Roll call.
Vice Chair Cantorero.
Aye.
Commissioner Kaplowitz.
I think you're going to do a great job.
So do I.
Appreciate it.
I think you're really, top notch, and I look forward to when you open up.
Yeah, I'm going to have some quality cannabis for you, some craft stuff.
Motion carries. Congratulations. You can see the board's very excited to have you here. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
we want
it.
you to expand sooner rather than later.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't believe there's
That's it.
That's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Motion to
Motion to end the meeting.
Jerry.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, we blew through a bunch of them. Yeah.
Actually, go home and have dinner
Wow,
at a reasonable time.
we really blew through everything here. See what happens when you only have two members, I guess? I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know.